So today we're going up against a guy named Carnivore, and he is equipped with 9 gold players. Now that's a good amount. He has enough for a starting lineup in his bench. I noticed he doesn't have any gold big men. They're hard to come across. I only have one really, Joakim Noah, so I can understand it. And he has Larry Sanders holding down the paint. And he starts the game off with a nasty, ferocious dunk by Larry Sanders, something we're still waiting on him to do in real life this year. I don't want to go off on a long tangent about how disappointing Larry Sanders got dunked on by Scottie Pippen. I don't want to go on such a long tangent about how bad Larry Sanders is doing this year, because we all know that he has not been living up to the contract lately, and I was a pretty big fan of his last year. I used to do really good with him in Team Up, and he was really effective. He's probably about as effective as either Roy. I just took that right out of his hand, like give it up, son. But he was pretty much as effective as Dwight Howard, if not better, in terms of turning away shots in the paint or contesting shots or altering shots. But this year, he's just doing a lot of ridiculous. Oh, I was so mad. I threw my controller. Now it wasn't like I threw it across the room or nothing like that. It dropped it hard enough that the batteries came out. I was so mad that me interrupted my own shot, because you never know inside this game. Sometimes the game comes down to one shot with that momentum system. So if I'm causing myself buckets, I'm mad. And Larry Johnson, aka Grandma Ma, is mad too. And I like having him with these jerseys because he spent half his career playing for the Hornets and the other half playing for the Knicks. So now I get a chance to see him looking realistic, catching alley-oops on the fast break in traffic. Larry Johnson, I really like that guy. I just wish he was a little bit taller. Now, over the years, he did play power forward and small forward, but I'm not sure if I could really use him as small forward. Although inside this game, you'll see me do some moves with him that you don't see a power forward normally do. Sapphire Blake Griffin grabbing the rebound. He doesn't really do as much for me as he did last year. Last year, you guys knew I bought Blake Griffin. He was the second player I bought. I only bought 2, Russell Westbrook and Blake Griffin. And he was extremely effective, but this year I just can't get him down. Maybe I need the signature skills or something. I don't know, but he just isn't as effective for me. And as you guys can see, we're getting a lot of scores off of assists. Even though he has all of these even though he has all of these gold players, that's the problem. They make people look much better than they are. And a real reason for concern involving why there's so many gold players is because of these YouTubers. Honestly, I really do think that YouTube, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this is an amazing place for gaming. I don't have to go buy a walkthrough. And oh, look at that move by Scottie Pippen. That was tough. But I was thinking I really don't need. Oh, look at Larry Sanders. You're gonna see. Just check him out. He's trying to outdo Scottie Pippen, so he did that in between 2 defenders, not just one. And he's not done there. You guys are gonna see Larry Sanders gonna go back into the post and just get physical again. He's a tough guy to stop inside this game. He's scoring really effectively. But I used to think YouTube was a great place where I can go and I can see video tutorials. So instead of just reading about it, I can actually see exactly what I need to do and things like that. I thought it was great. People can connect, and everybody was watching the video. Ooh, nice alley-oop by Joakim. But I was thinking that a lot of people who are on these comment section, they're interested inside the same things I'm interested in. So it's a great place to meet people also. Swish by Shumpert. And nowadays, ever since I've been thinking this ever since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, when people taught people how to get nukes by noob tubing, and the best spots to wait to abuse the game where you can stand still and just shoot up and hit people in their spawn. Larry Johnson, you see why I like this man so much? And this play of the half thing, that's ridiculous. Like, why does it show me? It's not accurate at all. And as you guys can see, we're up by 20, so that's why I feel the need to talk about other topics. But as I was saying, ever since the Modern Warfare 2 days, I really started to believe that YouTube is just, ooh, I didn't know you could throw it down like that, Mello. But YouTube is just really, I feel like it's the worst thing that happened to gaming, pretty much. That's just my opinion. I really truly feel that. Because a lot of people would not know how to abuse games on a widespread scale if not for YouTubers. Like, think about it. People are willing to buy a game, look forward to it. They're gonna do the videos ahead of time, talking about how great it's gonna be. They can't wait for it, and they buy the game. And when it finally comes, oh, Scotty, when it finally comes out, they put out a video immediately, because you know you gotta be the first one, you gotta get the extra 5,000 views or whatever, I don't know, which is like the equivalent to chump change. But for that little bit of money, you gotta be the first one to show people how to ruin or break a game that you're gonna have to play for at least the next year. And it ruins it for everybody just so you can get, what, a few dollars? It's not life-changing money. It's not gonna be the difference between you making your rent or not, that one video. So look at Jerry West. See, this guy is just on fire this game. He can't, look at that, he's even taking the ball right out of people's hands twice already. It doesn't make a difference. You cannot bring the ball up on Jerry West. He's an elite defender. But back to what I was saying, I really believe that because people are so greedy, so desperate for attention and money, they're willing to kill a game. And now because of that, look at this. Everybody has the best lineups and the best teams, and you have people with all these amazing, you know, overpowered lineups, and they're still playing like chumps. They're playing like guys with bronze lineups. You'll see people going out there with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and they'll still be a three-point spammer, as if that even makes sense. It just doesn't. It's just really annoying, and people will ruin a game and then they'll complain about how everybody is playing the same way and this, that, and the other, when as if they didn't show them how to do it in the first place. And that's the thing, is that every year it's more and more people doing it in every game. I'm not just singling out 2K. I'm just talking about 2K right now because that's the game I'm playing at the moment, as you know, as you guys can see in this video. But they'll show people how to ruin a game, then they'll complain about it. It just doesn't make sense. It's a never-ending cycle. And then the second that the next game comes out, a week into 2K15, somebody's gonna show you how to break that game too. And sure, 2K could do things about it, but you know, as long as you guys are buying the VC and their profits are at record highs, they're not really gonna give a crap. As simple as that. It really bothers me. I wish there was a way to kind of ban people from ruining these things. That's why I know YouTube is doing things like content IDs, and they're trying to prevent people from being able to show scenes inside of games that are spoilers. Look at Larry Johnson. That's the move I was talking about. He looks like a small forward right there. A really big, heavy, 250-pound small forward. But that's what I was saying, yeah, like they're trying to find ways to kind of level the playing field for the developers in terms of not having people ruin their stuff. But they're talking about cinematics and the music and things like that. I really want to see the game companies take back their game and stop letting these people just completely ruin and destroy it just for some really low yielding, self-serving 5 to 10, I don't know, maybe even 100,000 view video for, you know, just being selfish because they want to gain something at that moment. They're willing to ruin something for 100,000 plus other people. And that's just my take on it. And I feel like that's why nowadays you really don't see people playing basketball. You just see them playing 2K. And that's anybody who's actually played basketball offline or really appreciates the game in real life understands there's a difference. But as you guys can see, I had 104 points. I broke the 100-point mark for like the 10th time already because, you know, we get 6-minute quarters now. And this guy really stood no chance. It was kind of hard to get hype over a game where your opponent can't do anything to stop your efforts for long periods of times. And look at these losers. All 5 of you bums. All 5 of you are walking out of here with your head down. That's what I like to see. And Larry Johnson, player of the game again. This guy is a beast. I can't take him out of the starting lineup yet. And please feel free to let me know how you feel about anything I've said in this video, and let me know what you think about how YouTube has changed the game.